Hi guys, and happy Good Friday. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Um, it's a beautiful day for me because I am not at work. I am off today. And the difference in my tension level is so remarkable that I can't even believe how much more relaxed I feel just being home. Just not being out in it. You know what I mean? And I did try to bring you to Mount Virgin, Our Lady of Mount Virgin today, our beautiful old Italian church. And even though the sign on the door said open for personal, um, how do you call it? Personal prayer, whatever, devotion, said 9 to 3 on weekdays. I was there about 9:45 and the doors were locked. So that was not very comforting, you know. But anyway, I am wrapped in my Radio Tink blanket, and it feels really, really warm and cozy because we are having gale force winds here, and it's very, very cold. It's making it very cold, the gale force winds. And so, as a result, I couldn't clean the yard today because the wind is just crazy. I mean, there was no way to do the leaves today. So maybe tomorrow. But anyway, I showed you how to do the pane de Pasqua. Not the easiest recipe in the world. Not technically cooking easy video, but the dough is very easy to make, and it's just the work after, rolling, braiding, making the wreaths or the crowns of thorns, whatever you want to call it, and overall, very, very fun thing. I mean, I think it would have been easier for me to do the pizza rustica this year than those, but that's what I chose to do this year, and I did it. Whatever. It is what it is. I'm just so happy that I'm off today. I'm so happy. So I took you out and about, and I think it's fun to go out and about at this point in time because a lot of you can't get out at all, maybe, and a lot of you choose not to get out at all. And I try to stay home as much as I can, but of course, being in the medical industry, I have to go out every freaking day. So if I can take a drive on my own and not have to go to work and be among people, I'm happy for it. So anytime I can do that, I'm going to take you guys with me. All right? So that being said, we tried to go to Our Lady of Mount Virgin, the old Italian church up on the hill. That area used to be an old, used to be like a little Italy. It was a beautiful, thriving little Italy back in the day. When my grandmother was alive, she lived a couple of blocks over from that particular little Italy. And the cool thing is, and this happened a lot in Brooklyn and the Bronx, and even Manhattan, where Little Italy is now. What happened was people came over from Italy, and they settled in these areas that were all Italian. And they were able to continue to speak in their language, be comfortable. How do I say it? They were just comfortable in their area. They spoke to other Italian people. They were able to go into stores and be able to understand the shop owner and tell them what they wanted. They felt very, in my grandmother's day, they felt very isolated if they weren't in their own communities. You know what I mean? So my grandmother learned to speak English very well, but her friends, she always spoke Italian too. And I used to stay over on weekends with my grandmother a lot. And she'd be talking on the phone to her friends in English, and I would hear some things, and I'd be like, oh my God. She'd be talking about dreams and crazy dreams. They used to go to the gypsies. They were crazy. They were all nuts. But anyway, she was talking to a friend of her, the gypsy fortune teller people. You know what I mean? She was talking to a friend about a dream one day when I was there, and she saw my face. I was like, yeah, what the hell? And she started talking Italian instantly to her friend at that moment when she saw my face. So, I don't know. It's crazy growing up Italian, let me tell you. So anyway, we took a trek out and about, and I'm going to show you that footage right here. Okay guys, I have my mask on in case I'm a little bit muffled again. I probably am, but I'll try and talk loud. I'll try and talk louder. We are going to take a trek to Our Lady of Mount Virgin, and we will hope that the doors are unlocked. I think they should be. I've heard that you can go in to the churches. They're just not holding. Oh my God, that's pretty scary over there. What am I saying here? Oh, but they're just not holding masses and large gatherings of people. So we will see what we will see. And later I'll be making the Easter bread. Absolutely no cleaning of the yard today because gale force winds. I mean, it is crazy windy and quite cold. So, none of that today. Maybe tomorrow. If I get the baking done and everything today, then I definitely can do that tomorrow if it's a nice day. So, alright. Now, as you can see, well, you wouldn't know, but this road is usually an extremely heavily traveled road. And, so far, I haven't seen nearly as much traffic as usual. The traffic up ahead is because of the upcoming traffic light. So, still, all in all, there's way more people out than I would ever have expected these past weeks. So, I don't know. Unless they're all going to work. Who knows? So where are people going? We know where we're going. We're going to church. Get to Mount Virgin, you're going to see all the saints are shrouded on Good Friday. It's symbolic of the mourning, of their mourning of the death of Jesus. So it's kind of cool. It's really cool, actually. They do that also in Italy. Well, maybe they do it in all Catholic churches, I don't know. But they definitely do it all over Italy. In fact, in Italy, they also shroud the stained glass windows. So we're taking Jeepster today because he's been sitting all week, and I don't like to leave him sit too long without taking him out once in a while. So since the weather wasn't really too bad until yesterday, I was using the smart car every day. So give Smarty a break and take Jeepster out. This is a very old city here, Garfield. And oh, it's changed everything to one ways. I haven't been up this way in a while. I usually come from this street in front of us. They made everything one way around here. This is the town where Charlie's record store used to be. And of course, we miss him greatly. So, this used to be the old Italian section. There's still Cafe Italia over there. There's Vita Mia over here. And there's a Virgin over here. So, let's see if they're open. We have San Siro over there, and we have the great Padre Pio over here. If anyone can help us at this time, it's him. Padre Pio. San Lazaro? San Lazaro. It says weekdays 9 to 3. Vita Mia away in the distance. Flags are flying at half-mast for all the people that died of the virus. They put palms out for everyone. Oh, that's so great. That is so great. Got some for me and my mother. Very beautiful. I can't believe they did this. How great is that? That is really, really nice. Very happy about that. There's my usual liquor store right there. And the guy was just really sanitizing the handle, the door handles. So everybody's being very careful, and not only are they being very careful, they're doing very well. I asked him if business was still really good, and he said yes. So that's a very good thing. Walgreens today, they don't even let people out in the store without a mask. So look at them go, cleaning the basket. It's really nice to see that people are being careful. I know, very much so. All right, here we go. Taking the church away from us. It's crazy. Remember, this is the parking lot where that flea market was that I took you to in November, maybe November or December, maybe. See how brooding the sky is. It looks really dark and I tried. Okay, I hope you found that fun and adventurous. The weird thing about places, we passed by a beautiful park, city park on the right there when we were going to Mount Virgin. And that's all closed down. They had all around the lake. They had a temporary, what do you call it, fence all around the playground. Temporary, or like that orange plastic temporary fence. It's really, really sad that the parks had to be closed, you know. But the reason that they closed the parks, I mean, it's okay. It was okay for a while for the parks to be open and people to be jogging and bicycling and doing that kind of stuff. But the reason, right here where I am right now, we have an 8 o'clock curfew. Nobody can be out after 8. So with these county parks on beautiful evenings, which we've had several beautiful evenings, people are congregating, and questionable people are congregating, and the cops were having a very hard time. There were drug dealers, and it was just horrible. I mean, it was just really scary. The people that were congregating after hours, and the cops were having a very hard time. So they closed the parks altogether because people would not abide by the curfew. Now, I got these masks. I got these very cool masks. One of the things I wanted to say was that Walgreens, I think I said it in the footage that I just showed, Walgreens is not letting anyone in the store without a mask. So I had gotten these cool black ear hook masks on eBay. I got a bunch of these. And I got, a nice bunch. I think I got 10 of these. And this is cool. I'm going to be using these for work. I was normally using bandanas, which I will continue to use when these are in the wash, whatever. But I'll give some to my parents, when they have to go, when and if they have to go out. My dad shouldn't go out at all, and he's been pretty good. He's not going out at all. In fact, he has doctor's appointments in April, and, they're canceling them, so I'm happy about that. A friend of mine was feeling like she had symptoms, and they sent her for a test. They actually sent her for a test, and she said, "Who do you think is sending my results to me?" Of course, it's my company, So my company is very, very up there in the testing field, and like I said, the cops from all over every county in the state are coming and picking up test kits every day, sometimes a couple times a day. I saw Mercer County park rangers twice in one day, and Mercer County is far away from us, so they are working around the clock just as we are. So anyway, I want this over. I do. I want it over. And what else? Okay, I went mental on eBay again this morning buying records because we don't have our record stores right now, but we do have eBay, and we do have our mailman. And speaking of mailmen, I had a very strange, very, very strange experience this afternoon. A mailman, dressed in a mail garb, with a bottle of water in his hand, no mask, walked down my sidewalk into my backyard. So I threw my door open because I grew up as a punk rocker, and I confront people. So I was ready to say, "What the hell are you walking into my backyard for?" And when he came back this way, he waved and smiled in the sweetest way. So I just smiled and waved back through the door. I don't know. Maybe he, just wanted to see the decor. I guess he saw the side, said it looked really cool and wanted to see that. But it was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And at this point in time, anything that makes somebody happy is okay with me, I don't know. It was weird, though, because I don't like people wandering into my yard. Remember when those kids lived 2 houses down, and they were constantly in my yard, and I was going mental, and then they finally moved, and I was like, oh, thank God. I don't want people in my yard. My yard is my desert island, basically, People shouldn't be in it if they're not invited. And those kids were insane. I mean, insane. But they moved, so I don't have that problem anymore. But now I have these weird strangers coming through the weird mailman. I mean, it's not even my mailman. It weirded me out very much. But the smile was so sweet, I just let it go, I assumed he just wanted to see the cool decor in the back. I don't know. I don't know. Or else he's a serial killer and he's going to come back and kill me. I don't know. So, anyway, just chatting, just rambling because this is the way it is right now. And, so cold and creepy and very, very windy that my Radio Tink blanket is keeping me amazingly comfortable. And it's very, very warm and soft. I love this blanket. And there's two movies I want to see really bad. And one of them is the Tom Hanks, Mr. Rogers one, you know, Won't You Be My Neighbor? And the other one I want to see is The Joker, because I heard both of these are remarkable. If I ever get to that point where I can actually sit down and relax for 2 hours and just sit there, then I will watch those. I'm sure it'll happen over this virus thing, but right now, I tried to watch the other night. I tried to watch the Mr. Rogers one the other night, but I couldn't keep my eyes open. There was something else I wanted to watch, couldn't keep my eyes open. So, I don't know when, but at some point during this thing, I want to see both of those. A coworker of mine said that the Joker was incredible. So, I'll try them both, you know. 'Cause, you know, I'm not a TV watcher, but I do love movies. I do love film. So, I'll try. Anyway, guys, I am just rambling. I hope you're having a beautiful, magical, mystical, musical day. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I need you guys so much. I think we need each other. So that's why I try to come in here for you. We try to have a little semblance of normalcy in this crazy time. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I wish, I mean, I pray and look forward to the day that this is gone and we can just be light and free and silly and it's coming. We will get through it, but who knows, a month, 2 months, I don't know, and that's a lot of time. So anyway, guys, I love you all. Comment, subscribe, and spread the love. We really need love right now. I love you all. Tink merch below. Podcast link below. Podcast. I'm trying to do some really fun podcasts for lockdown. And I have one in my head, which I'll probably do this weekend. And I hope you enjoy those. I just love you all. Stay safe, my friends. My beautiful Atomic Universe family.